Imagine this. Two young professionals, both busy, both educated, both earning solid salaries. She's a digital strategist making around 60 grand a year. He works cybersecurity and clears just over 70. Together, they bring home a combined income that puts them among the upper quarter of households in America. On paper, they should feel unstoppable. They should be stacking investments, filling retirement accounts, taking guilt-free vacations, and sleeping peacefully at night. Instead, they're stressed. Constantly. They're one bad month away from a financial headache. They have maybe 6 to 8 weeks of expenses saved, if we're being generous. When their car needed a surprise repair, they didn't pull from savings. They pulled out a credit card. And here's the kicker. They're not lazy. They're not irresponsible. They're doing everything society told them to do. They got degrees. They landed careers. They got married. They bought a home in a good neighborhood. The checklist is complete. It feels like they're drowning. If you've ever looked at your income and thought, we make too much money to feel this broke, then pay attention, because what I'm about to say will make a lot click. For decades, we've been sold a story. Two incomes are better than one. Math supports it, right? If a single $50,000 salary used to support a household, then two of them should allow a family to thrive and still have excess for savings and investments. Except, that's not what happened. What really happened was one of the quietest financial traps of the modern economy. Researchers call it the dual income trap. The idea that having two incomes doesn't double financial safety, it erases it. Here's the historical twist. In the 1970s, the average middle-class family survived comfortably on one income. Not barely, comfortably. One paycheck covered a home, healthcare, schooling, transportation, food, and left room for savings and the occasional vacation. And most importantly, that household always had a backup plan. If the breadwinner lost their job, the stay-at-home spouse could step into the workforce. That second potential income acted as insurance. Fast forward to today, and dual-income households are the default. Not because families want extra luxury, but because they need both incomes to afford what used to cost one. Housing doubled relative to inflation. Healthcare costs skyrocketed. Childcare became a 5-figure line item. College tuition became its own financial planet. Every extra dollar the second partner earned got absorbed by fixed necessary expenses. The safety net disappeared. And here's the part nobody acknowledges. When a family builds their life around two full-time incomes, neither income is optional anymore. If one person gets sick, loses a job, needs to care for a parent, burns out, or even just wants to pause their career, the entire financial structure buckles. There's no flex, no slack, no room for error. That's the real trap. Meanwhile, families continue making decisions based on gross combined income. Buying home size for two salaries, financing cars for two earners, living in neighborhoods they wouldn't qualify for on one income, and stretching themselves thin to match what dual income should afford. Banks approve it, peers normalize it, and the family locks themselves into an economic machine that has no brakes. So what's the alternative? It's not quitting jobs or abandoning ambition. It's flipping the structure. Treat one income as the baseline. Build fixed costs around it. Let the second income become optional. Used for wealth, savings, investments, emergencies, and opportunities. It's not glamorous at first, but after a few years, compounding turns that second income into actual financial power. Not just cash flow, wealth. Here's the bottom line. Financial security isn't about how much you make. It's about how much flexibility you keep. Two incomes don't matter if both are spent before they arrive. Wealth doesn't come from earning. It comes from margin, options, and the ability to absorb shocks without collapsing. Most households today don't need more money. They need more slack. They need the breathing room our grandparents somehow had without ever using spreadsheets or budgeting apps. If this changed how you think about your finances, hit like and subscribe for more content that doesn't just talk about money. It explains the system we're all living in.